Marcus Ulpius Trajanus, the guy we know as Emperor Trajan, was born in 53 AD in Italica, a Roman town in what is now Spain. Italica was one of the first Roman settlements in Spain, and it played a significant role in the Romanization of the Iberian Peninsula. Trajan's family was important and rich, but they weren't old-school Roman royalty. They were part of the Roman elite, known as the equestrian order, which was just below the senatorial class in terms of status and influence. His dad, also named Marcus Ulpius Trajanus, was a famous senator and general, even becoming a consul. This position was one of the highest in the Roman Republic and later the Empire, showing the family's significant influence. Growing up in a Roman home, Trajan got a typical Roman education. This included learning Latin and Greek, studying literature, philosophy, and rhetoric, which were essential for any young Roman of his status. He was good at sports and school stuff. Physical training was a big part of his education, preparing him for a future military career. He learned public speaking, thinking skills, and law, and he was a natural when it came to the army. These skills were crucial for leadership roles in both the military and political spheres. Trajan joined the army, and this would totally change his life, leading him to become the big boss of Rome. His early military service took him to various parts of the empire, exposing him to different cultures and military tactics. Early on, he was dedicated and good at his job, moving up in the ranks. His leadership skills and bravery in battle earned him the respect of his peers and superiors. He worked in different parts of the empire, learning a lot about different places and enemies. This experience was invaluable, giving him a broad understanding of the vast Roman Empire and its diverse challenges. These early years made him a skilled soldier and taught him all about the Roman army. He learned the importance of discipline, strategy, and the morale of his troops. Trajan worked hard and was a likable guy, earning respect from his soldiers and getting noticed by his bosses. His ability to connect with his men and lead by example made him a natural leader. His career was going places, getting him ready to become emperor. All these experiences and skills would eventually pave the way for him to ascend to the highest position in the Roman Empire. Trajan kept moving up in the army during the rule of a few different emperors. His dedication and skills were evident from the start, and he quickly gained a reputation for his strategic mind and bravery. He did a great job in many battles, showing he was a good leader and planner. His ability to adapt to different situations and his tactical acumen made him stand out among his peers. His wins made him popular with the soldiers and respected by other officers. The camaraderie he built with his men was unmatched, and his leadership style was both firm and fair. In 91 AD, Emperor Domitian made him a consul, showing he trusted Trajan. This position allowed Trajan to demonstrate his administrative skills and further solidify his reputation. As consul, Trajan ruled Rome and its territories well and fairly. His governance was marked by a commitment to justice and efficiency, earning him the respect of both the Senate and the people. When Domitian was killed in 96 AD, Nerva took over and needed the army on his side. Recognizing Trajan's influence and popularity, Nerva saw him as the perfect ally. Nerva made Trajan his heir, which everyone liked. This decision was met with widespread approval, as Trajan was seen as a capable and trustworthy leader. When Nerva died in 98 AD, Trajan became emperor, the first Roman emperor born outside Italy. His ascension marked a significant moment in Roman history. Trajan becoming emperor started a new time for the Roman Empire, a time of big military actions and awesome buildings. His reign was characterized by ambitious projects and territorial expansion. He took over a stable empire, but had to work to keep all of Rome's land. His efforts to maintain and expand the empire required constant vigilance and strategic planning. He really cared about the people he ruled. Trajan's concern for the welfare of his subjects was evident in his policies and public works, which aimed to improve the quality of life for all Romans. Trajan added a lot of land to the Roman Empire, especially when he fought the Dacians in what is now Romania. His military campaigns were marked by strategic brilliance and relentless determination. The Dacians, led by King Decebalus, had been a problem for Rome's northern border for a long time. They were fierce warriors known for their resilience and tactical skills. Trajan attacked them twice. The First Dacian War, 101–102 AD, ended when the Romans captured the Dacian capital Sarmizegetusa Regia. This victory was a significant milestone in Trajan's military career. Decebalus surrendered, saying Rome was in charge. The Second Dacian War, 105–106 AD, ended it all. This final conflict was brutal and decisive. Trajan built a huge bridge over the Danube River. The Romans captured Sarmizegetusa Regia again, and Decebalus killed himself. This bridge was an engineering marvel of its time. The Dacian Wars made Rome's northern border safe and brought Rome lots of treasure. These riches were used to fund various public works and military campaigns. Trajan used this money to build amazing things and help his people. His reign saw the construction of many iconic structures, including Trajan's Forum and Trajan's Market. He created the province of Roman Dacia, making the new land part of the empire. This new province became a vital part of the Roman Empire. These wins got rid of a big danger to Rome. The Dacian threat was neutralized, ensuring peace and stability in the region. Conquering Dacia was a huge win for Trajan and the Roman Empire. It solidified Trajan's legacy as one of Rome's greatest emperors and expanded the empire to its greatest territorial extent. Trajan also wanted to conquer land to the east in the Parthian Empire, which is now Iran. The Parthians controlled important trade routes and had fought Rome before. In 113 AD, Trajan attacked the Parthians to take over Armenia and make Rome more powerful there. Trajan's army captured the Parthian capital Ctesiphon in 116 AD, showing how strong Rome was. He kept going to the Persian Gulf like Alexander the Great did. But then people in the areas he conquered started fighting back, and he had to send his soldiers there. The Parthian campaign used up too many of Rome's resources and cost a lot. Trajan went back home from Mesopotamia but got sick on the way. He died in Selinus in Cilicia, modern-day Turkey, in 117 AD. Trajan's eastern battles, even though he won some at first, showed that Rome couldn't conquer everything. Trajan built a lot of amazing things that changed the look of Rome. One of the most famous is Trajan's Forum, a huge area designed by Apollodorus of Damascus. The Forum had a big basilica, 2 libraries, a victory column, and a market. Trajan's Market, built into the Quirinal Hill, had more than 150 shops and offices. Trajan's Column, covered in detailed carvings showing scenes from the Dacian Wars, is still standing today. These carvings tell the story of the wars. Trajan's building projects were useful and also showed off his power, making the city better and celebrating his wins. The basilica was an amazing piece of Roman engineering, and the libraries had thousands of scrolls. Trajan's Market showed how rich Rome was under his rule. Trajan's Column is a beautiful piece of Roman art and tells us a lot about history. Trajan really cared about his people. He made changes to help their lives socially and economically. One important program was the alimenta, which gave money to families to help raise kids. The alimenta was paid for by Trajan's share of the treasure from the Dacian Wars. Trajan also made roads, bridges, aqueducts and harbours better across the empire. These projects helped with trade, communication and travel, and they also created jobs. Trajan was known for being fair and approachable when dealing with the law. Things were mostly peaceful and stable while he was emperor, and the economy was good. Trajan's social programs made him popular with the Roman people. Most people think Trajan's time as emperor was a golden age for Rome. The Roman Senate gave him the title Optimus Princeps, which means the best ruler. This title showed how Trajan ruled and what kind of leader he was. He believed in being fair, just, and not too extreme. Things were mostly peaceful and prosperous in the Roman Empire during his rule. He made the empire bigger, protected its borders, and made it richer. Trajan used the empire's wealth to make life better for his people. He was remembered as Optimus Princeps long after he died. Trajan set a great example for later emperors and showed everyone how to be a good ruler. In 117 AD, on his way back from his eastern campaigns, Trajan got sick and died in Selinus in Cilicia. His death ended an important time for the Roman Empire. Trajan had ruled for 19 years, a time of military victories, amazing buildings, and positive social changes. Trajan didn't have any kids, so everyone wondered who would be the next emperor. Some stories say Trajan adopted Hadrian, a distant relative and important general, to be his heir. Other stories say Trajan's wife, Plotina, made it happen. Either way, Hadrian turned out to be a good ruler and continued many of Trajan's policies. Hadrian made sure the change of power went smoothly and that Trajan's legacy continued. Trajan had a huge and lasting impact on the Roman Empire. He conquered lots of land, making the empire the biggest it had ever been. His building projects changed Rome, leaving behind amazing monuments. His social programs made life better for the people. Trajan's time as emperor was a high point for Rome, earning him the title Optimus Princeps. He inspired later emperors and showed them how to rule well. Trajan's buildings are still amazing to see today. What he did is written in stone, showing how great one of Rome's best emperors really was.